Oh, hi there, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Cardwell's Cauldrons. Of course, main host here is William, and I have here...
I'm Kevin. What's up?
We're here with a pretty fun deck. I feel like it's more professional than the past three decks I've gone through. But the deck's name is called Texas Walker Ranger. With a little help of Kevin to help me name that.
It's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, because we're bringing the cute little Justice Cauldron out here. It's basically Naya Planeswalkers. Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much is, and it looks hilarious.
Yeah,
I would love it.
I mean, let's just go ahead and jump on in so we can go rant there. First, we'll start with the creatures because we actually don't have that many creatures, but they're super powerful 2-drops, I think.
Yeah. And
the first one, we'll go ahead and do a Glorybound Initiate. Everyone forgot about this guy. Like a 3/1 with, what is it? See, Exert. I haven't even used that term in forever. So Exert, it makes him a 4/4 with lifelink.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
I remember playing him in draft. You're just like, I'll win with this dude.
Yeah. And not many people want to actually forego their, starting dudes anymore.
Mm.
So you just plop him down and swing for 3 until you need to have a 4 defense. Which not many dudes actually have 4 attack power nowadays. So
it's pretty good.
Yeah. And all these actually have pretty good power. The next dude, Veteran Motorist.
I like him. He comes into play, you scry 2. Seems good, and then when you crew a vehicle, he gets +1/+1. But
yep.
A 3/1 for 2 has always been hot. It just gets there.
Exactly.
And it scries for you?
Yeah.
So good.
And the scry 2 is actually quite useful too. Especially in a non-blue deck where you're not actually drawing that much or scrying that much.
Yeah, it seems real good. And then the next main dude we got is a Deeproot Champion. What does he do? He
came out of the Nissa of Ixalan. Basically, we've seen this card type forever. He's a little merfolk, and whenever you play a non-creature spell, he gets bigger. 1/1 counter.
And, I mean, since that's the last of the creatures, it's going to get lots of counters.
Lots and lots of counters.
And with that, we'll go to the spells next, and then we'll go to the walkers.
Alright. The first dude that also helps with everything, we'll start out with the actual vehicle of the deck, Heart of Kiran, because why not?
Yeah.
Because it helps with Planeswalkers.
Yeah, I mean, you can remove a loyalty from Planeswalker to pay its cost to crew, so cool.
Yeah.
Get a free 4/3, or 4/4.
Yeah, 4/4. And, you can plop him down turn 2, turn 3, Veteran Motorist with a tap land, and you're swinging for 5. Because the Motorist pumps him up. On turn 3, you're already swinging for 5.
That's cute. And that's real cute.
That's really what we want to do. Early game, you're just pounding the dudes away, your opponent, and then your walkers kind of settles the board for you.
I like it.
It makes you win. The next spell,
we got Lightning Strike, everyone's favorite. It's just 3 damage.
Yeah,
it gets there.
And people will be like, "Why not a braid?" Well, I kind of wanted the reach to the face.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people actually. They're not scared of burn anymore, because it's not a thing.
Yeah.
Except with, of course, the not red or whatever, that's a land, but Lightning Strike, you don't really see it coming.
Yeah, yeah, I can see it. And then we got a Skywhaler shot.
Yep. It's another good old kill spell for white, and it's, power 3 or greater, it's dead. And then you get to scry 1.
Never actually seen this art. It's just a whale getting shot in the sky.
Yeah.
It's actually really cool.
It's pretty...
I can't get over that, actually.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome card with awesome art as well.
Yeah. We got another good control card, which is Settle the Wreckage.
Yeah.
I've heard only great things about this card. And the more I read it, the more I'm just like, that card is amazing.
Exactly. And yet people still complain, you don't want to give your guys lands. But at that point, who cares?
I mean, by turn 5, they're already going to have 4 lands. What? Okay, cool. Here, have some more lands.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Your hand's gone. Now your board's gone. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, sure, that gives them lands out of their deck, but what are they going to do? If they counted on those dudes and they get removed?
Done.
I've seen so many games get blown out of the water with that card. It's just too good to me.
And if they're now doing what most decks are doing, 3-color decks, they're going to only have maybe 5 basics. That might already be on the field, so you're just winning with this card. And this way you don't actually have to use a actual board wipe like Fumigate.
Mm-hmm.
Because then your dudes are safe, their dudes are gone, and then you're just, you have control and you're winning by that point.
Seems real good. And with this Settle the Wreckage, because everyone's going to be attacking your Planeswalkers because they don't like them in play, so
Exactly.
It forces them to attack, and you just are like, okay, cool, kill them all.
Yeah, just get rid of all of them.
And with that, we'll transition to the last spell that helps the walkers, which is Oath of Ajani. I mean...
Yep, the only oath that's actually standard right now, and I've always wanted to use this card so bad, because it seems beautiful, right? The first thing it does, it gives all your dudes counters. So, you'll see the planeswalkers, like Gideon we'll first talk about, he turns into a dude, give him a counter. Heart of Kiran, activate it, give it a counter. All your smaller dudes are now bigger. Deeproot Champion turns it into a 3/3, like immediately. If you have it out.
It's just real good.
And Glorybound Initiate, like, that dude's just a beast now.
Yeah.
Like, even more so. And now that we do have walker spells, the second part, it makes them cost 1 less, which is amazing.
And with that, we'll go to Gideon of the Trials.
Yep.
He's everybody's little fanboy, you know Gideon.
Yeah. Everyone loved him, and when this one came out, they're like, oh my god, we gotta use him. But no one's using this guy. Everyone hates him. I don't know why, Kevin.
I don't know. He seems real good.
And as you can see, of course the card's up and everything, of everything that he does. The early game, you can stop a dude from attacking Gideon.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly, we really don't care about the emblem. We just want to swing for 4.
Yeah.
We just want to get there.
I mean, with Oath of Ajani, he costs 2 mana.
Yeah.
2 mana 4/4s are always hot.
Exactly. And if anything, if you have a Heart of Kiran, and he pluses pretty well, so turn 3 he has 4 loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
And then Heart of Kiran takes it away, and then, I don't know, it's pretty good. Stops a dude and you swing in.
I think he's real good.
Actually, matter of fact, let me go ahead and fully read it. See, it prevents all damage target permanent would deal. Target permanent, so you can get Chandra or a land. And also, if they block, they still die. If a creature... That just prevents the creature's damage.
That they would deal, yeah.
Yeah. Not dealt to it, so...
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. That's real cute.
Puts them in a cute little corner there.
The next one we got is Nissa Vital Force.
Yes. Everyone forgot about her. Even I did. And then I saw her in a case, and I was like, my god, this is effing good right now.
What does she do? What makes her so strong?
Straight up, the +1, make a 5/5 land. Like, untap it even. So you pay for 5, or even on 4th turn with Oath of Ajani, you untap a land, it's a 5/5 creature until your next turn. So you can save it for a blocker, or just get in there. Just swing on in. The -3 ability, everyone remembers, getting stuff from your graveyard is good.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever return target permanent card. So, Oath of Ajani is legendary. You play it. You sack that one. You get another one from the graveyard, and you play it again, and all your dudes are huge.
Yeah, the return target permanent card. So it gets a Planeswalker too, so if one dies and you need it back, come here.
Exactly. And with multiples of her, like, you plus her once, then pop her for ultimate. Because it's only 6, and whenever you play a land, you draw a card, so...
That's real good.
Oh, yeah. Like, we're here to beat the justice out of your opponent.
Seems real good.
That's what we're doing.
Next we got the Lone Ranger himself, Ajani Unyielding.
Yep. Only one of them. I'm not sure about this one yet. That's why I only have one. But hopefully he can go search for more Planeswalkers for a +2. So that also helps with your Heart of Kiran and don't have to worry about minusing so much. Exile creature. Just get it out of there. You don't care if they gain life because you can do so much damage.
Yeah.
Like burst damage.
And
up.
you'll get there soon enough with making 5/5s every turn. Like, let's get real.
Exactly. And the next one could be useful, but we'll see. Just puts counters on loyalty counters and 1/1 counters on all your dudes.
It could work, but I think just using them to go get more dudes is what's up.
Exactly. You reveal the top 3, and if all 3 of them are permanents, then you just put them in your hand. You draw 3 cards for 2.
It's pretty hot.
+2, yeah.
And the final Planeswalker we got is Huatli, the Warrior Poet.
Yep.
She's always seemed real good to me. I just don't know how well she does.
I thought so too. Since the 4-drop Gideon disappeared, I felt like she was a pretty decent replacement. Of course, new Ixalan. She has a +2 on her first ability. So if you're low on life, bam, you can activate Gideon. You gain 4 health. Thanks. Swing with Glorybound. You gain 4 health off of him, and then if he survives, then you gain another 4 with her. But
it's real good.
Mostly you're going to be using her 0, which is put a 3/3 Dino.
With trample.
Yeah, with
I like
trample.
it.
And of course he's going to get bigger through the Oaths of Ajani or other means.
That's cute.
Yeah, yeah. So pretty much every planeswalker here has a way to protect itself, while you have bigger, smaller dudes to swing in for the game.
I like it. I like it a lot. And her ult does what? Deals X damage divided as you choose.
Yes. So, and those creatures can't block. So whatever her loyalty is, you can be like, that dude can't block, that dude can't block, that dude can't block, and then you swing in for the game. So if they're like, yeah,
so she can save her life or end the game. I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's real good.
Which is amazing.
yeah, it seems real good.
And that's why, and if you have Oath on turn 2 or 3, then you do have a basically turn 4 Gideon with her.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're not 2/2 dudes, they're 3/3 dudes, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
helps it out.
That's real good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
So I think it's a pretty solid like main deck just to plow in through there.
Yeah, I could get there pretty well.
Yeah.
The lands that fill it out, we got 4 Inspiring Vantage, which that's the red-white land from Kaladesh. We got the Sheltered Thickets, the little mountain forests from the cycling lands, the red-green ones.
Yep.
We got 4 Sunpetal Groves and 4 Rootbound Crags, which are the buddy lands. Or the Scattered Groves are not. Wait.
Yeah.
Sorry. I saw multiple cards. We got some Sunpetals and 2 Scattered Groves.
Yeah, I didn't know whether to go full on 4 with those. It seems like I could, but I don't know. I feel like I need some basics in there.
Yeah.
More than anything.
And then we have the basics, the 4 plains and 2 forests and 1 mountain to protect you from getting Settle the Wreckage yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just, they're basic lands, so they're good to have because they don't come and play tapped ever.
And now, depending on what you're playing or what you know you might be playing, you'll put in the utility lands that are out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the new one that destroys a land, and then you could both search for basics, which is pretty good as well.
Yeah, that seems real good.
Or scavenging grounds to get rid of graveyards, because it depends on who you know you're going to be playing against.
Yeah, if you know what your meta is going to be, then you can change it to appeal to it. And I really like this deck. I think this deck's really, really strong.
Yeah. I even like hand tested it, and it was always smooth. Like it just played perfectly whenever I wanted it to.
We'll let you know how this deck plays next week for sure.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go through the sideboard next.
Now sideboard, I'm still iffy about. So I do have the 15-point sideboard that can be swapped out constantly. Because I was having conversations about, cool, Naya's good, but what are you gonna do about control for sideboard?
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually a lot of things that people aren't using. So I'm going to the only one that's actually going to fill out the deck is Settle the Wreckage.
Okay.
Just one more of those. It destroys Temur energy, like straight up, so you need one of those as well. And then something you probably know about, Kevin.
Oh yeah, Appetite for the Unnatural.
Yeah.
It's monkey killing artifacts. That's what it does.
Yeah.
He don't have an artifact or enchantment.
He doesn't know what he's doing, okay, guys? He's just looking at it, and he wants to touch it and hold it.
Yeah, no, it's real good.
Oh, yeah. It just everything. We've been through this one, of course. One of my favorite green cards of all time.
Heroic Intervention is the prevent permanent you control gain hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn.
Yep.
So it's just real strong.
And that's the keyword, permanence.
Yeah.
It protects your planeswalkers from Vraska's contempts.
Yeah, that's real good.
Yeah, that's super cute. Something that is actually not used that much, though, is Sorcerous Spyglass.
What does it do?
So, everyone knows Pithing Needle, right?
Mm-hmm.
You name something and it can't activate abilities. Well, Spyglass costs 1 more, but you get to look at their hand first.
Nice.
So you can be like, what's in your hand? What's going to be relevant? Okay, don't play activated abilities from this card.
I like it.
Yep. Destroys other planeswalkers and Scarab God.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah. But like, no, sorry.
That's pretty good.
You can't be activating that. Let's see. Alright. I don't know if you dropped out and played this very much.
I played a little bit of it, but Gideon's Intervention it's pretty silly. I'm not sure exactly what it can do, but...
Like, you name a card, the opponent can't play that card, and you cannot be damaged by that card at all. So even if it's on the field, you're like, no.
Huh.
Even has Gideon defending against Hazoret, which is probably what you're going to be doing most of the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Hazoret's like, discard a card, deal 2 damage? No. Don't even do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, just don't do that. Which, I think this is the main sideboard card you're going to be playing mostly against control. Because it even says it can't be played, so you're tired of that counter? No counter.
Yeah, whatever you need to protect your stuff with, you're just like, no, don't do that.
Yeah. Torrential Gearhulk, don't play it. Fine.
I like it.
Yeah. And if I can remember, I think that wraps around the 15, because you're like 3/3/3 in 1. Or Sorcerous Spyglass is 2. But there are some favorable mentions. Like we've talked about Sentinel Totem. Basically comes into play, scry 1, tap it to exile all graveyards. With God's Farewell Gift out there, with Scarab God. Like,
oh yeah, with all the graveyard decks now, I can definitely see it being a thing.
Oh yeah. Another one?
Solemnity.
Yeah.
Players can't gain counters. Counters can't be put on artifacts, creatures, enchantments, or lands.
Yep.
So
I know this negates our oath for the creatures, but it also destroys energy decks.
but if you think about it, if you can just sideboard out the oaths if you needed to, but I would suggest not.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're just losing a couple cards maybe for Solemnity.
Exactly. And this one's actually like together with maybe the Honor Guard here. Creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. So also they can get energy counters from that too. So like it's all iffy.
Yeah, they're just they're ideas. I don't know. I think the other ones are better in my opinion, like the Gideons and the Heroic Intervention.
Yeah.
Both of those I think are way too strong to be taken out anything else.
Exactly, because they're there to do the basic surrounding. Because sideboard you want to have like a good solid, be like, hey, these cards can go against any of the main decks.
Yeah.
And that's what sideboard's good for, is for meta. And actually, a 3 of, which everyone knows nothing about this card, is Saving Grace. It's a 2-drop flash enchantment, and it stops Hour of Devastation. And I know we keep talking about it, where not many people, like in top, is using Hour of Devastation, but around here, local meta, man, people love using that board wipe card. And
wow, that card's real good.
yeah. So as you can see, flashes 0/3, and it prevents all damage that turn that would be dealt to you and permanents you control to this one dude. So board wipe, no, my little 3/3 dinosaur is gonna take all that damage for me.
That's real good.
Yeah.
Just no. Just
Be like, no,
he's gonna be my saving grace.
All that. Oh, they're gonna swing for game? No, like take that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cute.
So I don't know it. No one uses it, and I feel like it's a perfect white sideboard card.
It's really strong, yeah, because it's literally what its name says. It's your saving grace.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You get there and it'll protect you.
One of you little dudes will take that sacrifice, but it's totally worth it.
I can definitely see it being worth every bit of it.
Yeah. And with that, there's a lot of actually white cards out there that can go for sideboard. I would suggest looking through them. But mostly this should be a good balance against all the top decks at the moment. So
I like it. I like it a lot.
Heck yeah.
How well does it do against like the Ramanant Red or Teamer? Do you know yet?
I think with Ramanant Red, Glory Bound Initiate will hopefully help you save that, or even the Warrior Poet to gain your life.
Yeah.
Like as much as possible. This might be a rough first game, depending on how good the draws are. But sideboard, fucking Gideon Intervention stops all the burn, or even Heroic Intervention, gives it all your dudes hexproof and stuff, so they can't burn them out or anything, or indestructible too. So
I like it.
I don't know. Seems pretty good against energy decks. I feel like it'll just destroy them. To be honest, like they have good creatures, you have good planeswalkers with good abilities, and you have enough kill spell to destroy whatever else, besides probably the Hydra. But that's what Saving Grace is all about.
Yeah, and Skywhaler shot.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Yeah. And against Scarab God, control, I feel like, I don't know, with control it's always hard because it's always about good draws and stuff, but with your sideboard you should be able to stomp them out.
That with control, I think Deeproot Champion becomes a big boss against control because he gets bigger and control can't handle bigger.
Exactly. If you're able to be like, they have tap lands, turn 2, Deeproot Champion, done. It says cast, so even if they counter your things, he still gets a counter.
I think he's gonna be your pivot point on a control deck.
Yeah.
Him into your planeswalkers, because the other ones are just there to help, but they're not gonna get there as much as a Deeproot Champion would.
Exactly. He's just gonna be pounding in there real quick, real hard.
I like it.
Heck yeah. Well, with that, thanks for sitting here with me for Texas Walker Rangers. And this has been another episode of Cardwell's Cauldrons. I've been William.
I'm Kevin. Y'all have a wonderful night.
Yep. Hopefully you enjoyed your stay here at Geektopia Island.
Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and keep up to date with our future content.
And please join us on our social media and check us out on Twitch.